Wow, I'm the first one here. Woo!
I got busy doing something here, and it's like, oh my God. Anyhow, we're here, we're live, we went backwards into the typical.
Well, we kind of went in the middle. It was the O, and then the M, and the K, and then you.
Well, I can move. I can move things around. I can move things around. How's that?
Hey, fans out there, okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's okay.
I'm working.
Hey, okay, too.
I had computer issues, and it's like, oh man, I need to do a couple PowerPoint things. I'm trying to do PowerPoint things. I'm like, okay, I can do that, and I'm getting ready. I got to save the PowerPoint so I can upload it and show everybody. But that's okay because the trailer is gonna start and we're gonna be there. And I look at the screen, and it's not us. Got a step. Anyhow, hey.
Who has seen the movie Over the Hedge?
Over the Hedge. Who's it got in it?
With Hammy.
Yes.
What was it? The Rabid Squirrel.
Oh.
Everywhere. That was just Adrian here for a few minutes.
That's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
We have our issues, but that's okay. We're allowed to have issues.
We're live, and it's O week, and I'm back, and it's O week. So yeah,
we're back, and it's O week.
It's O'Reilly. Auto.
As a matter of fact, I titled this the O. That would be you running amok in A. That's not me. That's Arkansas. So yeah.
I did. I ran amok. Oh my God. I was so tired. I went to bed at like 10:30 Sunday night, or was it 11:30? It was 10:30. Didn't get up until 9:30 the next morning.
Wow.
And then I went to bed again last night at 11:30 and didn't get up until 9:30 this morning. And I'm like, man, my body is telling me I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Never.
But my knees were screaming at me.
So what are you running amok at? These people want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know. What's up, John? I was at the Scared City production presents Hiyah Nation's Paranormal Horror Show Part 2.
Man, that's a mouthful.
It was a fun event. It was the first time somebody has ever asked me to come out to something like this, to be a podcast host, and I am so grateful. It was Santiago Cirillo that did it, my military brother from another mother, my paranormal brother from another mother, the sweetest man you could possibly ever know. Well, aside from Adrian when he's got his good graces, and Ken when. But no, Santi, it was an honor. I am humbled to have been a part of his second year of putting on this show. He was busy. I mean, we thought the first year was busy because there was a lot of vendors there, but there was double the vendors this year. And it was...
And anybody who's run an event knows that you go crazy running around. Anybody who's in charge, if you've ever ran an event, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't run an event just once, and you'll know what we're talking about. So he was, he was busy. And
he was busy. He was busy. Well, not only was he busy, it wasn't just him, because Scott runs the show too. It's him and Scott together. And they have a whole crew that helps him out and volunteers for him and everything. And whenever he invited me, I wasn't expecting, to be treated like a VIP. I was going to do it anyway, but he really made me feel like I was very important. And he made me feel like the star. He did. I really appreciate him, and I really appreciate the opportunity of being able to do what I did. Now I'm just putting all the videos together to make a nice little compilation of all the videos for them so I can send it to them.
A montage?
Yeah, a montage of all.
I heard they treated you like royalty, and you refused to wear the cape.
I did. I refused.
Oh, she would have
I'm
worn a cape
humble.
had somebody gave her one.
No, I got the Jackson hat. Why wear the cape when I could wear the fedora?
There you go.
There you go.
See,
Okay.
see, I got the fedora.
Oh,
I don't
no.
need no damn
Wow.
stinking cape.
Now, I do have some pictures. I went up high on the bleachers to show people what we're talking about. This event is not like your typical.
I'm glad you got pictures because I was videoing the whole time.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I was having a hard time at the beginning of the thing. I thought, I need to get this where I can actually present it. And so I've only got a few pictures to share, but I want to show the floor because if you've ever been to an event, it's not like a typical convention where you have speakers. It's all vendors, and you have vendors of all kinds of stuff.
And you have entertainment.
So
Oh,
we
wow.
have,
Yes.
this is
Nice.
going from one to the middle to the side. So you have a stage over there, and actually I cut off the corner over here on the right.
Yeah, because there's a lot over on the right.
Stuff over there, but it's pretty good. They had everything from, of course, you had over here on the left-hand side of the screen, dead center is the check-in desk, and actually you have the podcast station. I think I have you girls setting it up,
That's cute.
and so yeah, it just then she still has hair at that moment. She was starting to pull it out a little later, but yeah, it's just a cool thing because it's not. There's nobody specifically being highlighted at any one time.
No.
So it's
Everybody's stars there.
Yeah.
That was the awesome thing. And the minute you walk in, the first face you see is Keith Age. It's awesome.
Yes.
Keith Age and Robin, they were amazing. They're the first faces you see. Yes. And he had an awesome shirt that I did not wear tonight because I have not washed clothes yet. But I am wearing another one of his shirts. It says, "Say or one more time again, I dare you."
They were wearing his shirt in this picture here.
Yes.
You just can't see it. But on Keith Age's page, he shows them wearing their shirts because he likes people modeling this stuff.
Yes, he does. But it was amazing because you had comic book sellers, you had Face Off, Rick. I can't even remember his name now. I'm not gonna say it. It's the dude from Face Off. I'm so sorry. You can yell at me later. You had Brett Wagner there, Leatherface himself. You had Tony Moran there, freaking Michael Myers, my favorite.
Wow.
And he seemed really, really shy. I went to talk to Brett, and Brett was just all talking, telling us what he has plans and everything. And you talked to Tony, and it seemed like he was just the shyest guy you could ever
Isn't
meet.
that funny? I guess if you put him behind a mask, he's fine.
Yeah.
You don't really envision Michael Myers as being this outgoing guy. He's really quiet and he's just stabby. So,
I guess you got a point. Well, Leatherface is pretty quiet too. He just takes a chainsaw after your
yeah.
and then pulls your skin off. And yeah, okay. Anyway, that's it.
Creates clothing while you're there.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Just it's a build to go. Build a bear. It's like a build a bear.
Check the dots.
Unbuild a bear.
I want this and this, and no, I don't want that. I want this part. Yeah.
Right? Chunk it. There it goes. It's gone.
Kind of had a build a bear thing. That's not what I wanted. There.
That was Nancy's. That was the Michael Jackson tribute artist's work.
She had a whole bunch of pictures. You see, I got the picture of Stay Puft there. I got pictures of a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't want to throw a bunch of it on there, but take like you see it at the bottom there. You see Stitch, and he's got the teeth like that. The Minions had teeth like that. So she had a whole bunch of things like that with teeth, and a whole bunch of creepy dolls behind them. But I thought Stay Puft was kind of cool. So.
She did. Let me find her card.
I don't think that they were real teeth.
She had so many dolls and so many beautiful, like Victorian type dolls too. It was amazing. This is her card.
Yeah. Nancy.
And she is out of Patoka, Illinois. Yeah, it's Horror Art Museum.
Nancy's Museum of Horror. Is that what
Yep. She is pretty awesome. She is the sweetest lady too. The sweetest lady. And maybe one day, she's already gave the go. We just got to schedule it. We're going to go out to that awesome haunted museum and check it out.
That would
see
be
what
really
kind of haunts.
cool.
See what kind of haunts. I mean, this is the building. Did you see the building on the card?
Building.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, right? So, I'm super stoked on that. Grumpy Poo, and there's Tina. Rick Prince. Thank you, Tina, my lifesaver. Your wife is my lifesaver. Rick Prince from Face Off. I mean, I've got a video out there where I'm recorded him from start to finish from where he was doing makeup on someone and talking about what he does and how he does it and explaining it. And
I put makeup on him. I put makeup on him here, and I put makeup on him here. Speaking of my beautiful bride got a picture there with a dude from Terror Ridge.
Right.
That is so cool.
That dude was on those stilts for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Dang.
He was walking around. It's really funny because every time we talk to you, he's in character, and I could never understand the man. And neither could Keith, so he'd say something to Keith, and Keith would be like, "What?"
He's like, a coin, and I can get you across on the ferry. And I'm like, no coin today. I'd rather live. Thank you.
There you go.
But my wife's not a Lilliputian, but she's kind of short. She's 5'3", but that just tell you how tall this dude is. He's way up there.
Yeah,
so it's pretty funny.
He's like 2 foot with 6 foot stilts.
Right? Well, he's about my height. He's about my height without the stilts. So add the stilts on there.
Yeah, you showed him on some of the videos.
Yeah, he was
Live
cool.
videos.
Monsters, whoop whoop. What's up? Yeah, we had a blast there. It was amazing. Meeting new people, connecting and networking. And that's the biggest thing that Santi wants this thing for, is to network. To meet all the other awesome peeps that are in the entertainment industry, that are in special effects and crafts, all the kinds of stuff like that. Santiago Cirillo, I love you, dude. You are just an amazing human being. And Robert White from Australia, what's up? How are you? But we had a great time. We had so much fun, and it was awesome. The slasher party, I have to say the slasher party was a little small, but it was the first year he ever did anything like that. And I guarantee you, if he continues to do this, that party is going to be raging. And he's going to have so many people there every year. And it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting.
So it was a good time. I enjoyed it. We only stayed, though. We came in on Friday and come into the show a little later. And then it was more about Saturday. So we went around. We had a good time. It was pretty fun.
Well, see, Wednesday night or Thursday night when we got there, we did do a video in the room because I was doing my setup just to see how I would set it up at the convention. And then we did a spirit box session while we were in the room. And
in the hotel?
In the hotel. And it's funny because I was talking to somebody about it at the thing, and they said, well, that hotel's been there since before I can remember, and they lived there their whole life, and they said they wouldn't doubt if something had happened in that hotel.
The spirit box said, count the towels. And,
exactly. I took pictures. I took pictures of the towels before I left. Just in case they tried to get Scott for missing a towel. Nope. All the towels were there.
As soon as we got into the routine, he's like, take a picture of the towels. I said, I'm doing it.
Already on it.
For the people that don't know what we're talking about, last year when we went, they tried to tell me, we got a bill for $80, and I was like, what? And it was, I was like, what? $80? I said, yeah, you're missing towels. I said, man, I didn't take your freaking towels.
I'm like, why would I want your nappy ass towels?
And Tina said, "Yeah, someone scalded themselves to death. Not quite to death. Our shower. They didn't pay the cold water bill for the shower. It was only hot. Didn't matter what we did to the thing. It was just hot water. So Tina would go in there, get out.
Well, y'all get to our room. Our room had our room was fine.
No, ours was not. The rest of the room was great, but it was pretty funny though. Yeah, hot. I like hot showers. See, in our shower, I barely turn on the cold at all, if I do at all.
Wow.
In the wintertime, I don't. So I'm used to a hot shower. That was like boiling water on you. It's like,
What's that blood? And Rosie?
Volcano
I'm sorry.
shower.
Well, it's funny because Friday night they had the Hiyah Mania event. I don't like wrestling. I don't like it. I never liked it. My Opa did, but I'll tell you what, I had a blast at this event. I mean, there were so many people there, and it was almost a packed house at the Hiyah Mania event. And watching Santi get in the ring.
Did you wear tight panties?
Huh?
Did you wear tight panties?
He wore tight leggings. He was wearing some tight leggings.
I expected to see him in like a Speedo, actually. But
I was expecting him to be wearing like the shorty shorts. I was expecting that, but nope. He was covered from head to toe.
We'll have to talk to him about wardrobe for the next year.
I am so glad you introduced me to him last year at what was that? Silcon?
Oh yeah, Silcon. Hi, yeah.
Oh,
Yes, he is an awesome human being. A very,
awesome.
very awesome. Yep, she was hooting and hollering all through the video.
Yeah,
Funny.
I was.
that's pretty much Shauna's MO, though, right?
I'm loud, and it's so funny because speaking of network, the Ghost Housewives. If y'all have not heard of them, y'all need to go check them out. Hang on, I'm trying to find their card. I met an LA sister from another mister. When I say LA sister from another mister, Lower Alabama.
Oh my God.
Her name is Crystal, and she's just as loud as I am. It was awesome. When I found out that she actually lived 15 minutes from where I did, grew up 15 minutes from where I did. It was on. It was on.
I talked to them for some time. They're pretty cool people too. Yeah.
They are. And it was so funny because whenever her and I were talking, we squealed and ran around the corner and hugged each other. And Carol, I think her name is Carol. I'm so sorry, Carol. But she looked at Debbie and she goes, "We're twins. They're twins." Because they're the quiet ones. And Crystal and I are the loud ones. And I am looking for her card. I don't know why it was not in that stack. But they're the Ghost Housewives. Y'all should check them out. They're out of Louisiana and Alabama. Crystal is from Alabama. There it is. Is that it? Yep, there it is. They're from Louisiana and Alabama. Nice. And come on, stop focusing on me.
Ghost hunting housewives.
Yeah.
Yep, Ghost hunting housewives.
Oh, there are no men on the team.
There's no men on their team. No, it's just the ladies. And
Nice.
there we go.
Oh, yeah,
I got their names. Okay.
And
I can't read that.
they are amazing. She knows Patty Negri's, the network owner for Paraflix. And she said to get in touch with her and we're going to talk.
Cool.
You know, and they've been around for a while because they're together. They said they started investigating 2003. 2003, right?
It's been 20-something years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll be left out by 3 years. So I was like, okay, you've been doing this for a while. But like us, they're not doing homes anymore. So we stopped doing homes too, because especially in this world,
in this day and age right now, doing homes is dangerous. It is.
Because you don't know what kind of crazy situation you're getting into. It takes a special kind of case for Tina and I to jeopardize our team by going into a place like that, which is terrible. Because that's what we always that was our specialty. But now we're going to have fun doing events like this.
Yay.
Oh yeah, doing events like this and going to places like the McIntyre that's coming up on the 3rd. If you
Yeah.
guys have not heard about it, we are going to be at the McIntyre Villa on the 3rd of August. Wonderful Ken there has set it all up for us, so we are. So we're
Yay.
So we're gonna be meeting up. Y'all need to tune into that. I may not be able to go live on a A.M.O.K side. Ken may be able to, or Pam may be able to. But I will be going live on my side, on the EPP Exploring the Paranormal Perspective side, on the Twitch and Kick and Rumble side. So guys, no, it's not Rumble, it's Facebook, because the phone does not have Rumble on it. Anyway, we'll be doing it. I'll be doing it live from there. So we'll be, of course, like we did going to Paragould, we'll be live going up there. Wonderful Pam has offered to drive us, so
Yay.
I'm going to be riding again.
You guys want to hear
Amen.
something
So
crazy?
Yes, always.
Okay, let's see. A week ago, last Wednesday, it's been a year since I got my Jeep, right?
Yeah.
And then what? In April,
You got
I had
destroyed.
Hell
Hell
damage. Yeah.
$8,000 worth of hail damage. Somebody hit it.
Oh my gosh.
So now I have $1,300 more worth of damage to it that they.
Oh, the
So
hit and
apparently-
run?
Yeah, it's
You
hit
need,
and run.
you need a tank.
I
Oh
am
my
so
god. I would be
So
too.
mad.
What the actual hell?
They had just replaced that whole door panel.
Oh
I
man.
didn't even have it for a month.
You
And
need to
somebody hit it.
trade that in for a Hummer.
Were you around somewhere
Exactly
that had
right.
cameras?
No,
Or
the only
Humvee,
place I
whatever
can
it's called.
think of that it happened was in my parking lot here at the apartments.
Need somebody to weld a roll cage on the outside of your vehicle.
Yes, and I love my Jeep. Dang it!
Right? Robert
Oh,
White says all those weird people with basements that have been turned into dungeons, all they
Yeah.
need are dragons. Let me tell you about weird people. Okay, so home investigations. They said that we could air all the stuff that we found, right? I'm not going to say where it was at, and I'm not going to say who it was, because when you go into this trailer and their bedroom is wide open and all you see is sex toys hanging from the
Yeah.
ceiling and on the
Yeah.
wall, there's a problem.
Time to go.
Right? So they're going, why would you have that out? You put that
Yeah.
out before people come over.
can
Especially if
put
people are going to be
besides ghosts in that
investigating
Cool.
a house.
Pretty weird. But
It's
yeah,
like,
Robert.
oh my God.
But yeah, Robert, I
Booby trap
agree.
it.
They need dragons, and yes, Tina, I agree with that too.
But
But
the show, the Hiyah Mania was awesome. And then Saturday night, for those that were vendors and did have a VIP ticket, or if you paid for a ticket to go watch their upcoming movie that's coming out, Slaughtery, you would see the awesome movie that Santi and Scott put in production and directed and made. And it was so nostalgic. It was like watching an old horror movie from home on a projector screen. It was amazing. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. Every bit of it. We helped Santi a little bit in the end. We tried to get him to let us help him on a lot of other stuff, but he said no. But he was really, really tired. And I watched him yesterday morning on his live, and he was really tired. I mean, he didn't even crack a smile. That's how tired he was.
Wow.
And it's hard to not see Santi smile. It really is. So those of you that are out there that send positive thoughts, send positive healing energy, send prayers, do what you can for that man, because he's made a lot of possibilities possible for people. Especially small businesses. He solely believes in small businesses, and he tries to help small businesses out as much as possible. Go to his page, Santiago Cirillo. Go to Scared City Productions
and start making plans to go next year. It really isn't expensive, and even if you just go for a one day, if you can't pay for everything, I mean, go for one day. And support these vendors. They're people like you and I who have. Well, I mean, if you've been to any show, the vendors out there. So there are people out there selling their wares. They had a lady there selling food. Now, I never got any of her stuff you did, Shauna. Did you eat all that stuff? Oh yeah.
I also got chocolates. All the chocolates are gone, but 2 pretzel stick. No, 1 pretzel stick.
Was the fudge lady there?
The cake lady.
No,
The cake lady.
Fudge lady, remember her?
Yeah, no fed lady
Oh, there wasn't a fudge lady there this year. She didn't.
Okay. Well,
No, she wasn't there this year.
there was nobody selling beef jerky either, much to my dismay.
No. So those of you that are out there that have farms or not even have farms but do beef jerky, I need to be there next year. I'd love to have some beef jerky.
They had.
I'm planning on going next year, so it was just.
These are freeze-dried Skittles, sour Skittles.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And she makes her own sour coating because the sour coating that's on the sour Skittles kind of comes off in the freeze dry.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I love them. It's called the Frozen Foodie, and she does ship some things, just not all things. And oh my God, she has a peanut brittle that she freeze dried. The best peanut brittle I've ever tasted.
Oh no, that's cool.
No.
They had airbrush artist there that was doing all kinds of. Of course, he does all sorts of stuff, but since it was a horror and paranormal convention, that's what he had on display there. And Tina bought a pumpkin head canvas that he had painted, and it was signed by the guy who wore the costume, the pumpkin head costume, in the second movie, I believe. It was
Cool.
So
wow.
Tina haggled him down a little on that. She's like, because she wanted it for her wall. What else they have? They had a guy there with Funko Pop stuff, and I'm not big on Funko Pop. But a lot of people have collect them, and I went there. And I saw. Well, actually, we saw a 49ers helmet. I'm a 49er fan, if you don't remember. And it was signed as a okay. Then as I was talking to the guy, he had a whole bunch of stuff that was signed. So he had Funko Pops that were actually signed and they were sealed. So for those people. And I could have easily spent a lot of money on there. I did spend money. I did. Tina bought a couple of T-shirts. She bought the painting, and I bought this book. Called Years Gone. It is a post-apocalyptic novel by an author who lives up in Northwest Arkansas. I said I'm going to give it a read, and then we'll have her on the show. So that'll be pretty cool.
What was the picture on there? Was that a dog?
No, it's a guy in
it's a gas mask. I thought it was a Labrador. I'm like, whoa, this is interesting.
You know what? I see it now that you said that, Ken. But
but I can see now the gas
could
mask.
Be a dog.
Yeah, pulled back for.
There was also a young girl there. Go ahead.
I tell you, it could be a dog wearing a gas mask. I don't know.
There you go.
It's like, I mean, under the mask, it's like Schrodinger's character. I don't know who it is.
You don't know
now, you mentioned a minute ago that it was horror and paranormal. What aspect of the paranormal did they have?
They had ghosts and they had who was the well, not just Keith H, but the guys in the back. Oh my God, I watch them all the time and I can't think of their name right now. His daughter's the same age as my son.
Haunted Souls.
That's who it was.
Then you had the Paranormal Housewives, and you had the and then of course Keith Age, and then you had a couple of paranormal people walking around, but yeah, it was just, and they had stuff that they had for sale and whatever, but it's more about going out there and just hanging out and talking with people.
Networking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They had Haunted Souls has K2 meters that they were selling and that they made, and
were they not REM pods? What they have?
It was REM pods. It was
they had REM pods there. Yeah.
They. I think they're from my area. I met those guys already.
Yeah, we met them up at Silcon. They were at Silcon.
They were at Silcon. They were also at the Haunted America conference a few weeks ago too.
I'm trying to find because I know I got this
somewhere in my area, but I'm not sure where.
Business card for that young girl who sells the llama wool stuff.
I'm a llama again. I'm sorry.
And I can't remember. And I was going to go down and buy some of her soaps, and I totally forgot to do it. And I need to find her card.
Terrible person.
because she's trying to save up money to pay for her college. Her mom was disabled veteran, and she was supposed to get paid through the VA for some of her college, and they have refused her. So she's trying to earn money by selling the llama wool, and the llama wool is waterproof, and it's pretty darn nice.
It felt good. I like it.
Yeah, I liked it, but I don't know where her card is.
Okay,
And
you have your stack of cards. This is what you
I
need to
do.
do. You got a table in front of me, or in front of you, correct?
There's a lot of them that I don't know what happened to them. A lot of them are missing out of my stack.
Okay, so you've got your stack of cards. You've got a table in front of you, correct?
Yeah.
I want you to hold the cards up just about 6 or 8 inches above the table, and then just kind of flip them a little bit. And the one that pops up is going to be that card.
Shauna needs an organizer because Shauna is not organized.
It's
No.
a test.
Rolodex.
Trust me, it's magic.
Okay, it's magic. Look, there it is, and it's falling, and there's nothing. It's Nancy's.
You just threw it. You didn't flip them. You just threw it down.
No.
Flip them. How am I supposed to flip them?
Houdini, just kind of flip it a little bit. So they kind of
Like flip them like this?
as you let go. Okay, hold on.
There you go.
Here. Okay, did it pop
Gotta let
up?
them rain.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
No,
sorry. You're ruining the whole act.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get the act straight.
Shauna's got no magic. Shauna's got no
I
magic.
got no magic. No magic. My magic is my charm, I guess.
Oh my gosh, Ghostbusters was right.
You know, in Ghostbusters, I'm probably Bill Murray. No, Bill Murray would be
He'd be pushing
would
the
be
little button
Adrian.
on you.
Huh?
He'd be pushing the button on you.
Yeah, he would.
See,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
star.
he would.
No, beep.
I do have my
What's
prop
up,
ready.
Megan? You guys, thank you for the raid.
There was another author there. This lady, Brianna Bright. She is, come on, The Shepherd and the Horn Girl. And she's a Missouri author. She had book 1 and book 2, so I got them both. After I read that book, I'm going to read these books, and then we're going to have her on the show too.
There
So
you go.
Sweet.
I was looking for people to be on the show. I meant to get on there and go do a Shauna and go, "Hey everybody, I'm Adrian from A.M.O.K." Never did. I did sit in the chair and for a minute, but yeah.
Hey, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me doing that? I got a lot of people's cards. I got a lot of people that can be possible people to come on our show.
But you can't find them.
I got them all right here. They're all right here. I just got to sort through them and see what I'm going to talk about. What's up, Mag? What's up, Megan? How you guys doing? Thank you for popping in, and thank you for the raid. All right. So we have
what was her name?
who?
So Adrian, what was the author's name?
Brianna Bright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to her card. I'm missing a lot of cards. I had a lot of cards. I'm wondering if they may be in Debbie's pocket because I did hand her a lot of cards
Well,
whenever I was walking around.
Well, hold her up and flip her and let her land on the table.
You have a lot of faith in my strength because I can barely hold my daughter up.
Oh, I tell you. Sorry, Debbie.
This dude is a wonderful artist. He does pen and inks, and I talked to him a little bit about a lot of stuff that he drew. And you see there, he's got Freddy and Michael Myers and
Goku.
And yeah, he does a lot of drawing. He likes pencil, pen, and ink is what he likes. And the other guys on the other side, I didn't get a chance to really talk to them because when I went over there to talk to them, they had a panel over there. Not a panel, but they had some people speaking on a speaker over there. And me, my dumb butt, lost my, I didn't lose. I left my right hearing aid. So all I had was my left hearing aid. So I couldn't hear hardly anything.
On the right side.
No, I couldn't hear anything on the right side. There was a time where Debbie was like, shot. She had to smack the table to get my attention because I couldn't hear her. I didn't hear her at all. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But no, I had to. And then when I went back over there, everybody was packing up and leaving. Yep. So didn't get a chance to do that, but it was a wonderful weekend. After the Hiyah Mania thing, we went over to Tina and Adrian's room and chillaxed and watched Meg 2. Is that what it
It
was
was a
called?
Meg too. Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah.
Made fun of it. What's up, Sasha? But yeah, it was a good time. It was a really good time, and I'm like I said, I'm very humbled that he asked EPP to be the podcast for the Hiyah Nation event. And now, right now, I'm just getting, like I said, the compilation of the videos and all together to show how much people loved it. I mean, everywhere we went, everybody we asked how they liked it, they were like, "Oh, I love it. I haven't met a bad person here. I haven't met a rude person here." Everybody was so. It was like a really good togetherness. It was a really positive and high spirited event.
Those are always
And
fun when they're like
It's-
that.
they are so fun.
It's a
Well-
community. It's a community.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
belong to a community, and it's huge.
Oh
and
yeah.
when we do get together, it's beyond huge.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's a good way to say it.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't just the paranormal. It was
Right.
horror. It was horror actors and directors and producers, and it was comic book artists and other kind of artists. I mean, just like I said, that one artist that was Deadpool, he does acrylic and spray paint, and then you have another one that does ink and pencil, and then you have another one that does airbrush, and you have all these amazing people that do Tumblr stickers. There was two girls there that I had to stop, and I think I sat there and talked to them for a good 35 minutes because the first thing that I saw on their table was Asterion from Baldur's Gate 3, and I have played the hell out of that game. And when I saw it, I went, "Oh my God." And so who did this and who did this? And they both are great artists, and they both did their own kind of style to the artist. But we sat there and we talked about the game like crazy. One's name was Anna and the other one's name was Robbie. And Robbie has Doodlebert Arts. She is an amazing artist. So if you guys go to, I think it's doodlebert.com. Doodlebert.com or message her at robbie.style. Okay, never mind. I'll put that up later. Because I can't see. I'm getting old. Yeah. Savelle. Oh, Robbie, ROBBIE.SAVELL1 at iCloud.com. Let her know that you want a Asterion or Karlak or anything. She's really pretty good about anything. Whenever I asked them if they drew actual people, they said that, I think, if I remember right, they said they did, but it's more cartoony type caricatures. Anna is RK Creations, and she has a little fox. And she's just the cutest little thing. I mean, when I say the cutest little thing, she had her hair cut really short and had like a Elvis poof on top, and she was adorable. They were both adorable.
Well, it was adorable. There was that person that had that little, like, they had goats and they had a
Oh, they did. They had animals there.
Was that a lemur, a little baby lemur?
Oh, the lemur. I want a lemur so bad. And what's so funny is we just watched a TikTok on a lemur, and this girl was transforming into this. Of course, you know those images where before they do their makeup and then after they do their makeup. Yeah. And she was singing this song, and there was this guy watching it. So it was a duet. And he gets up, and he's got a beard, and he takes off his hat, and he shakes his head. And at the part where it's like real cinematic, it's a lemur going. Ah! When we saw the lemur, we just started dying. So it was a fun time. It's always a fun trip going there, and always a fun trip coming back because we always reflect on things that we've seen and do on the way back. Of course, I'm live usually on the way back. But I didn't go live until it was time for my show, and I was 20 minutes late for my show on Sunday because we were too busy chit-chatting and talking about other things the whole ride. And so it was pretty awesome. You never know what's going to happen or what funny things you find whenever you go on trips like this. This is another reason I love doing trips like these, especially with friends, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what funny experience you're going to have. And 9 times out of 10, it's always a positive experience. Oh, yeah. Always a positive experience. Since I started exploring the paranormal perspective, I have not had a negative experience. Previous times, maybe, But this, since I've started that one, no. This one, since I started this one, no. I have not had any negative experiences. They've all been positive. They've all been positively fun.
That's great.
Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome, Ken.
We have a ball. I mean, it's like wherever I go and whoever I'm going with.
Oh,
We have plenty of places to have fun.
yeah.
Oh, allowed to be late. There you go.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Show must go on.
I mean, even though sometimes you'll feel, I mean, I have to admit, there was a couple times. Well, no, only one time. There was only one time that I felt tension, and I think it was just a big misunderstanding. And since then, it's been gravy. I mean, once you talk to, and the biggest thing about that is talking to people. You have to communicate, because if you don't communicate and you just assume things, it's just gonna bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
So it's better to talk it out and to make sure everything is cool, because you never know. Somebody might just have had a bad day and you took it wrong because maybe you thought it was you. But no, just talk about it. Always communicate. Always communicate with your friends, because you have cooties. I did have cooties. I did have cooties. No, I did have a cold. I did have a cold.
That's okay.
But everything, that's the biggest way. That's the biggest thing in friendship always. In any kind of thing you do, any kind of business thing you do, or any kind of friendship or family type thing, you got to talk it out. And I think that's one of the reasons my Ginger Man and I are as close as we are and have been for the past 15 years is because we do talk about anything and everything. And as long as you can keep that trust open, and as long as you pour your soul into these people, I'm sorry.
Beautiful.
As long as you pour your soul into the people that you want to bring into your life as family, because you guys are my family, whether you want to be or not. You're stuck with me. Too bad.
And
You got to be honest, and you got to be fair, and you got to remember people cannot read your mind.
What?
You got to talk to people.
Let's let you know when I saw Tina's message from a distance, and my eyeballs were still kind of goofy. I thought she said something about because you had cookies.
No, cooties.
But then you put it up on the screen. I'm like, oh, that's different.
Cookies. I don't think she'd run. I don't think she'd run. I'm not that bad of a baker, but if anything, I'd want Tina's cookies, because Tina's a good baker.
That's so funny.
Yeah, she's a these people, and these people are good bakers.
So we got that.
Hi, Tina.
So, as far as, I mean, I'm going to ask those billions of people watching now. Do you like it when they're at events and streaming the events? I mean, of course, like we have things coming up that. Do you prefer the like interviews, the one-on-one interviews, or do you prefer like the crazy running around type stuff? Let us know. Give us some feedback, and that way we know in the future how to present better to y'all. So I know that we have some things going up, and we're going to be doing more of the same. What do we got? We have Border Town that's coming in September. It'll be there in no time.
Right? I mean, Paragould snuck up on me.
We're gonna blink a couple times that it's gonna be there.
Oh, she's gonna make cookies for Border Town. Oh, she said maybe. She said maybe. I can't say she will.
This is not to scare you, Pam, but we're only 10 weeks away.
8 weeks. 8
Is it
weeks.
8 weeks?
Yeah.
It is 8 weeks. Yeah. So, okay, this is
that
what we have
scares me
between now and then.
I gotta finish my life.
This is what we have between now and then. We have the McIntyre Villa coming up on the 3rd. Adrian's not going to be at that one, but it's going to be Ken, Pam, and I, and Debbie's going to be there, and Christine, a friend of Debbie's. I haven't met her yet, but I'm looking forward to meeting her. She's coming. She's going to be there.
Oh, cool.
Joshy's going to be there.
Whoa, no, wait.
I like
Not at McIntyre.
Oh, not at McIntyre. I'm sorry. No, I'm jumping ahead. I'm jumping ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. McIntyre is next. And then we have Missouri State.
Missouri State Penn, where Christine and Josh is going to be there. No. At
Adrian
McIntyre,
will
me
be
and
there.
Debbie.
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
Adrian will be at that one. So at Mac
Yeah.
is here on the 3rd. It's Debbie and I, Pam, Ken,
Yep.
and Ken can say who else.
Oh my gosh, Karen, Patty, Jen, and Marsh.
And you'll be
Yeah.
broadcasting some from there too.
I think there's
Yes,
I think there's
I
9
will be
9 of us going.
broadcasting from there.
And Missouri State Penn, we have 20 people in our group going.
That's amazing.
It's gonna be an amazing.
And I'm excited for that because the mom and son that I told Adrian about that we can get on from Arkansas is going with us.
Yes,
and
they are.
I had them on my show, and they have Katie Stafford's equipment that they bought from Katie Stafford.
Yep, and
So
they
I'm
bought
looking
some
forward
new
to try
stuff.
to finagle them to let me borrow that for some of my lives.
Oh,
So
good
we'll
night,
see what
good
they
night.
say.
Good night, Grumpy.
Night,
Grumpy.
Grumpy. Yeah, you've been working 12-hour shifts. Thank you so much for the support. You are so amazing.
So yeah, after Missouri
yeah.
State Penn, then we have
Order
Katie.
Town.
We have border time. 2 weeks after that.
And
Yeah.
then we have the Arkansas Paranormal Expo in
Yes.
October.
First off, I'm going to be doing XCon.
Oh,
in Springfield.
that's
That's
right.
right. Yeah.
I don't know
That's
if anybody.
right.
I don't know if anybody else is coming to that from A.M.O.K. I said I will be representing not only myself, but
Where's
I'll be
that? That's
representing
Springfield, right?
A.M.O.K. in Springfield. Yeah,
Okay.
the home of the best burger in the world. But
I'm pretty sure somebody mentioned that to me, and I was gonna go, and then I don't have a job. So if you guys would like to support little old me in these
Oh, my
things,
God.
I would appreciate it.
We are creating a
more live.
GoFundMe
All you
page.
want of the lives, I will be showing you lives.
she's like alms for the poor.
Go
Right?
GoFundMe. There you
Hey,
go.
you know
And
what?
then-
When you get rock bottom, you can't be shameless.
Yeah. and then 2 weeks after XCon, we'll be at the expo. And
Right.
are you coming to that, Pam?
Yes.
Or do you know? Yeah. So all of A.M.O.K. is going to be at the expo, and that'll be kind of
Nice.
cool.
I
That'll
am
be,
going to be so bleary-eyed.
Yeah.
I will probably have 2 hours of sleep when I arrive.
yeah.
About 3 or 4 a.m. And so I'll have to
We'll have everything set up.
buy toothpicks or something.
You can
Jess
come
is
in.
going to try to come.
We'll,
I'm not sure.
we'll have the
Lots of black coffee, you know.
Well, not only that, I do
Just
work
eat-
for what I have. I am a
just
video
eat the
and
bar.
audio editor. So you guys, if y'all need any video or audio editing done,
Awesome.
She's your girl.
yep, I will do it. I will do it. But yeah, we have so much stuff going on, and not as much as last year, because I remember last year it was Paragould, then it was my trip to New York, then it was Indiana. That next weekend was Indiana, and then it was Silicon, and then it was Border Town, and then it was
Arkansas.
so it was busy, and it's like I get busier and busier every year. But this year I toned it down a little bit because bills got to pay. But next
bills.
year
on.
they're talking right. Next year they're talking. You need to come to this event. And you need to come to this event. And I'm sitting there going, okay, wait. I'd be happy to. I mean, Ghost Housewives. They were talking about doing an event in Alabama. And I'm like,
next year it's gonna
ooh.
be a little different too, because we're gonna, as far as A.M.O.K. goes, we're going to venture out
We're
from
gonna
the
call
A.M.O.K. region.
A.M.O.K.
So
Yes, yeah.
abroad.
A.M.O.K. abroad, yeah.
A.M.O.K. abroad.
Yeah.
I'm going to be visiting
Foreign
foreign nations.
Yep.
That's right.
Well, hopefully soon, once they get that awesome park built in Veneta, y'all may be seeing more of A.M.O.K. every year, depending on what happens. So,
That'd be an awesome thing. So we'll figure that out. We need to get
I forgot about that.
we didn't.
I didn't.
No, I forgot about that park that they were building. That's why.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna bring in so many people, and that poor little toll, that one little single toll booth that's there,
Yes.
you're gonna have to build another toll booth.
For sure.
They got rid of the toll booths.
Right. Well, they didn't get rid of that's one that's still manhandled.
Manhandle. Wow.
This is an 18
Well,
plus
Jesus.
show. Remember, this is mature audience only now. Oh,
That's her show. That's her show.
oh,
Our
that's her
show.
show. That's right. Yeah, I
We're-
forgot.
Yeah,
We're
my
so
show is 18
family-oriented.
plus because I cuss like a sailor and I don't feel like not cussing. So
Well, between
I
manhandling
don't
stuff
cuss on
and
this as
admiring
much.
Tina's cookies, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing over there, Sean.
Oh,
Well,
Vanita,
y'all need to
Oklahoma.
come watch my show
Yeah.
and find out.
There you go.
But no, we always have a blast. Every show that we've been to the last 2 years have just been amazing. It just keeps getting better and better. And Santi's show was amazing this year. He had entertainment. He had he had the Michael
there's a
Jackson
lot more
tribute
to it.
artist. He had a couple of people talking about other podcasts and everything that were there. He had Rick Prince talking about his special effects and what he did in the special effects department. And he did some slideshows and things. And then they had Chris Erics, I think is what his name was, that was there talking about this awesome mushroom that's supposed to help with cancer. I mean, he was what's it called whenever you're in the third he was level 3 in cancer. Yeah.
Third trimester.
Stage 3, thank you. No, it was. That's why I saw him saying that.
Third trimester.
He had a tumor on his jaw, and whenever he took these mushrooms and stayed on it like he did, it's gone. He's cancer free.
Wow.
So it's amazing. And granted, it's only like $40-something a month, but it looks like it's worth it because he had, not only does he have his testimony, his other testimonies, but he also has the paperwork to document his stages and what he went through and written proof from the doctor showing, yep, whenever you started this and then by the time he finished it and how low the tumor went down. So
That's amazing.
that he was doing his little talky talk. But his little talky talk. The cat and the fish crafting, that's why I love talking with you, geek. Aw, I'm glad people like to talk to me because I'm a talker.
They like you. It's kind of like Mikey. Mikey likes everything.
But yeah, it's fun time. It's always a fun time, and I always try to spread the positivity and things. And like Santi said, his show is not just about networking and everything. It's also to help with bullying and suicide prevention because all of our veteran brothers and sisters.
That's the core of his show.
That's the core. That's the core.
Your negativity won't bring me down, or what is it? What was the saying that was?
Oh God!
But and I love that about him. So he said that he was went through some rough times. He wants you to know that, which has always been my ministry as well. You are not alone. You're not the only person to go through the stuff that you're going through. Reach out, speak out, talk to somebody. There's somebody who's been there. They can help you through it. And don't ever think that you're alone. That's a trick of the devil.
You are never alone. If y'all need anybody to talk to, Shaw Wooten, SHAWOOTEN on the Book of Faces. You can DM me there. I'm always an ear. I can't tell you I've been there. I can't tell you that I've ever had and been in the stage of my life where I thought I didn't want to be here anymore, ever. But I am a willing ear to listen, and I will send all the positive energy that I can out to you guys.
And that pretty much goes for any of us. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah. So because we want you here, the world's a better place with you here. So,
Yes, it is.
And I don't care who you are. So on. Hey, what do we got? What we got? We got just over 5 minutes. What are we doing next week?
Next week is Kansas, and
Kansas.
I have not yet heard
Kansas?
back. Kansas.
Okay.
Not Kensaw. It's Kansas.
Kansas. Totally Kansas.
And I've got some feelers out, and
Elf Queen.
somebody here. I just
Feelers out?
got some feelers out. Hey, Scotty.
The feeler. Oh, you know what? I still have not. Y'all got to remind me. I need to email Mike Ricksecker and try to get him on the show for his Oklahoma stuff that he did back when he was here.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, because he said he'd be willing. I gotta send out the feelers to him. Yeah, he would.
Yeah. it's
Yeah.
going to be just as much a surprise to me as it is to everybody else to who the guest will be next week. But as soon as I know, y'all will know.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I forget where Mike's at right now.
He was in Egypt for a little while back in
He was
April and
in Egypt.
May, but he
He just-
should be back in the States now.
Have you done anything in
He
Kansas?
just left for somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
You know,
email him. I'll email him and see where he's at and see when he can.
Okay.
I'll email his manager and see where he's at, when he can be on. Once we branch out next year, you guys, oh my God, I have some goodies. I cannot wait to get on the show because I think they would be awesome, especially for Mr. Skeptic up there.
That's a great man.
But yeah, he's
no.
right above me. Mr. Skeptic right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it would be awesome to have them on the show. And especially James Long, I would love to have on the show too, because there's a lot of questions I'd love to ask of him.
James Long is supposed to be on the show. I wanted to wait a little closer to the expo. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wonderful. Well, once we branch out a little bit more, there's also Padre Casey out in Tennessee that I'd love to have on the show.
I've got friends all over.
I would love to have Rich Valdez on the show, the demonologist that was in the show with James Long.
Uh-huh.
I would love to have him on the show. He is a hoot, and I would love to have him on the show with us.
Sean Whittington, he's I was on his show years ago, so he'd be happy to get on the show as well. So those guys are all pretty cool.
Of course, the Booth brothers. I would love to have.
Yeah, definitely gonna have them on there. So no. As I say, this is next year. I'm branching out because, like the Kansas thing that we got on, it seems like the people in the A.M.O.K region don't like to talk a whole bunch, other than us. We love to talk.
Right? We love to talk.
So, anyhow, we'll
I put out their feelers.
I only listen.
I put out their feelers. Anybody in the state of Oklahoma that wants to chit chat, please hit me up. And cricket.
Same for Kansas, yeah.
Yeah, talk to Kansas next week.
That's because nobody lives in Kansas.
Hey,
Enzo lives in Kansas.
he does.
What? They don't talk.
They don't talk.
Yeah.
And I can always, Enzo's always up to come on and chit chat. Scotty's in here. I could always drag Scotty in here, maybe.
We can always
He's
get.
gonna be like, okay, I'm out of here.
He already spoke. He said, "Hey, all."
Yeah.
We can always get
he's out of here. No, I'm kidding.
your crew back on the show too, Pam.
So I'm working on someone.
He just said, "Hey, I live in Kansas."
Right? Yeah. Scotty's like, "Hey, I live in Kansas." I was
Hey,
actually
what are you doing next week, Scotty?
last weekend. We are. I'm working on someone for next week, but then the next two, we're going to have Bordertown Strange, which is one of my other podcasts. We're going to be on, and then the next one will be right before Bordertown Paranormal. So we're going to bring the whole Bordertown crew on to talk about what's going on. And
yeah, I'm looking forward to that, like a preview.
Yes.
Yeah. What's up, Vice? It's going to be a blast. I am so looking forward to this. I was reading over the flyer for the upcoming show, and you got a little bit of different. I'm sitting there going, "Oh, good, not that many panels this year."
yeah, we changed it up a little bit for this year.
Got a lot more speakers this year.
Yes, it's going to be interesting.
I'm not speaking this year. I'm hosting a panel. So
yes, Adrian's going to moderate one of our panels for us.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, Mr. Skeptic himself.
No. I'll be like, enough of you. How about
Enough of you. Shut up. Shut up. I have to listen to you enough every Tuesday.
This time I know that I should not sit there with the microphones laying on the table going. I'm like, I'm looking around going, where the hell is that noise coming from? And Adrian looks over, he goes, and he goes, "It's you. Stop it." I'm like, "What do I do?" Oh, jeez.
Oh, works for all of that too,
I was tapping lightly on the table.
Oh, geez. Okay, we've reached our hour. Hey, everybody, hang around for after the show. We're going to talk a little bit. Everybody else, see y'all next week.
Shaw, you did great.
You did.
Yeah.
See you guys. Have a
Bye,
nice week.
everybody.